Well, everyone, welcome back to our Minecraft Let's Play world. Hopefully you guys can hear that my voice is a little bit better from last episode, and you guys know that we are ready to build because I just walked past a whole bunch of shulker boxes. And yes, this is all the materials I gathered in between episodes to get ready for this because I said we are going to get a lot done this episode. Of course, last episode, Marty McMayor contacted us and asked him to, asked us to build this massive mayor office for him. So we started on that, and of course, quartz was a limiting factor, but fear not, I have a shulker box of quartz, so we should be able to get a massive dent into this, if not all of the outside completed. And then, guys, we have this nice view of the M-Town Museum of Art from Marty McMayor's office, and he's gonna look out here every single day and be like, there's only like half a building, dude, like that's not that cool. So of course I went to the desert and we grabbed a whole bunch of not cobbled deep slate because that actually doesn't exist in the desert. Kind of does, but we got sand, and we got sandstone, so we can go ahead and knock out this side of the building over here and be done with this. And then that way he doesn't have to look at an eyesore of a building that is just half completed directly across from his office. Because after all, he wanted it here so he could look at the building. It only makes sense. Also, guys, I think we're going to try and tackle the courtyard in this episode. Not 100% sure on that, but it would be great. And that way we could knock both of these big builds out and then move on. Because I'm getting tired of traveling all the way back to our base and the new chunks. Remember, the whole entire update came out. We're like, oh, great. There's cool mountains and stuff like that, and we can do all the cool things. Well, now I just got to travel like 1,000 blocks to get to my base, and it's kind of annoying. It uses a lot of rockets, and I already have an infrastructure set up here, and I'm having fun playing here. So, next episode, I want to build our first skyscraper and get myself a nice little penthouse at the top, and we can do a whole bunch of redstone and have some fun with that. But for now, guys, I want to go ahead and get started, and I want to get building on this. Now, I will tell you guys, there was one resource that I did not gather, and that is actually some terracotta, because one of the things we're going to do in the entrance is kind of like a Keller update. So obviously you guys know the World of Keller update, which was probably 6-7 years ago now, quite a while, but it brought all, more vibrant colors to the game and concrete and all that. So I want to do something that in this entrance here. And then, like I said, for these ones, we're going to do window or paintings and of course the maps and all that stuff. So yeah, let's get started. We're going to start on this and we'll just finish this corner first, which shouldn't take too long because I actually believe I do have enough of all the resources. I actually just have to figure out which blocks I used because it's been so long. So let me go ahead and get started on that, and I'll bring you guys back whenever this corner is done. Well, I guess I'll bring you guys back for the first progress update of the episode because, well, I gotta go run and get some blocks because we're not quite done with the roof. We have a hair bit more left. I just have this little bit of gap here, but I figured I'd just come bring it back because I'll just do that and then, not show you guys. But I want to go also get all the Keller blocks because, like I said, we're going to put those in the entrance here. So I was making a list and we have terracotta, wool, powdered concrete, and regular concrete. And then on the floor here, I want to do the glazed concrete. So when you walk in, you get like this bright pop of color. And I think that'll be pretty cool. And also, I was kind of tossing around ideas for this place. Rather than putting the warden over here in the corner, like we said we were, and kind of like, we limited on space right here. I think what we can do is put him, if I can fly, we can put him over here in the entrance, and that'll give us, more space to build, and it'll make him look a little better. We can put a little more detail in because even the Guardian's kind of cramped. Just an idea, probably something we'll end up doing, but I figured I'd let you guys know. And of course, we might even start on Project Alphabet here soon for 1.19. I got the list all ready to go. And, we're only 2 updates away. We got 120 and 121. Now, they did announce that Minecraft is no longer doing like the massive updates like they used to. They're just doing the smaller updates, which you guys know that I'm a huge fan of. I've been a huge advocate of that. I love that way the game was. That's basically like even when Notch was making the game, that's how updates were. And I actually loved that way. I thought it was the best because you got a little bit of something every now and again, and they're going back to that. So with it being smaller updates, I'm not 100% sure how Project Alphabet's going to work because we aren't doing like every change log. So it's basically like everything that's in 1.19, not like 1.19.1 and 1.19.2, etc. We're just doing everything as it comes. So yeah, this might change Project Alphabet slightly, but I think for the most part it's going to work out in theory. I got some blocks there I could harvest. I'll just go get some. So yeah, let me go collect some of those, and also let me finish this roof because this is just silly that this isn't done. Like, this is so easy to finish. I can't believe we didn't finish this. So let's go finish the roof, and let's go finish that roof. And heck, we might even finish this and just get the whole exterior done. You know, why not? Let's treat ourselves to some completeness. Whoa, 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 guys. So evidently my OBS just decided not to record any video. I did record sound, so there's 3 clips that are going to be missing between what I'm saying now and what you just saw. So we finished the museum, at least the exterior, sans these few blocks here. Just have to go AFK, which I'll go do actually right now after we do this little building here. But we finished the exterior of the museum. Just have to finish this little part here, and then I'm saving this only because I want to put a design here to make it special for the actual, M-Town Museum of Art, just, to give it a little pop, a little pizzazz. Also, you guys didn't see, but I went ahead and repaired all my armor, and I do believe my boots are at level 33, so we are one more repair away from retiring them. That's actually how long we've had them, which I'm pretty sure has been almost since the beginning of the series, maybe since... Well, it's probably been a couple years since we've had to change gear, and that's without mending. So, yeah, the outside of the museum is done. Like I said, aside from that, we went ahead, repaired gear, and now I'm getting ready to go ahead and build Marty McMayor's massive mayoral office. So, last episode we got to here, which is basically as high as this is going to go. So I'm just going to finish this whole front facade. I should definitely have enough blocks to do that, and then we should be able to start the sides today. So I'm just going to get started placing some blocks, and let's just get rocking and rolling. Well, guys, I think that was the fastest front of a building has ever gone up. That took no time at all. It actually turns out if you have enough resources and plan ahead, stuff gets built rather quickly. So yeah, the whole front is done. I forgot the bottom of tough. Oh well, the bottom isn't easy. We have enough tough. I have a whole chest of it somewhere around here. It's one of these. Am I going to click on it? There we go. So yeah, we have enough. That'll take 2 seconds. But there is basically the whole front of the building done. Like I said, I just got that lip, but I'll just do that as I get the rest of the building done. So now we're just here to work on the sides. And the sides are basically a repeat of this. So it's basically just going to keep going down. I think on the sides, we're going to do 3 windows, 1 window, and then 3 windows. So all of this will repeat. So it should... Actually, you know what? We'll probably do 2 windows, 1, and then 2. So that should give us enough space inside to make hallways and a wide enough building. And then we should have like 4 to 8 meeting rooms, depending on how well we space it. So basically just going to keep repeating, just doing this. Actually, I'm just going to probably do this side. I don't think I'm going to put that post in there. And then, like I said, just keep going, building, building, going, building. So yeah, let's just buckle down. I'm going to go actually AFK right now to get the rest of that. And then next clip you guys will see will be hopefully at least a side done. No promises, but at least a side. Let's just go AFK. Well, guys, I forget what the last thing I showed you was, but I remember I said we were going to go AFK, and, well, we did. We have enough stacks, I believe, to finish that. It should be really, really, really close, but I got to quit building for the day. I did have 1 AFK session and 1 build session, so let me go ahead and show you what we got done. So we finished this whole entire side, except for the glass and the white terracotta, which, I mean, those are easy and probably easiest to do from the inside. And then since smelting quartz has been like the biggest holdup of this whole thing, I just went ahead and started putting all the dirt in and getting like the front done. And I also went ahead and got the front basic sidewalk in. So you just walk up to this place like this. We might stick a couple little like statues or posts or something interesting in here. But yeah, we just have grass and grass. I started laying down the block on this side once again because I was waiting for, you know, the quartz to smelt, which I have no fuel over here. So basically I've just been like scurrying around hoping to find fuel anywhere, somewhere, just for something to smelt quartz. So I do have 2 stacks of plain quartz left over, and then I have all these like extra blocks, the detail blocks that we're using. But basically my biggest thing is stairs, and that's what we've been waiting on. So I started on, after we finished that side over there, we started on this side over here, and of course we did finish the bottom, and we did finish that detail lip, and then I started onto this. So out of the 6 windows, we have 1, and I started the next one, so almost a third of the way done with the one side. And of course, we have the backside to finish also. Now, the one predicament we have here is we are going to run into this little mountain. So I'm actually going to have to terraform a wee bit of this mountain. And that will actually be the next thing that I do, because I'm going to take some of this out. And then I'm actually going to go smelt the rest of this quartz, and I'll just finish that up. And I want to get M-Town Museum of Art finished. And then that way that's done, aside from the designs in here. And then we can call that done. We just got to do the floors and the interior, but that will be a project for another day. And then we can work on Project Alphabet I plan on working on. So with that being said, let me, like I said, smelt some more quartz, finish this, and then let's go work on Project Alphabet, because it's been a while since we've done it in an episode. Well, guys, we had some interesting developments since the last time I actually filmed a clip, and that's been all of less than 24 hours. So we were talking about Minecraft getting mini updates, and lo and behold, since we started filming this video, Minecraft got a mini update. We're up to 1.21.3. So basically, it was a lot of like parody stuff. Foxes got reduced hearts, I do believe. I think they only have 10 hit points now, which is 5 hearts. And I think that was just parody with Java Edition. And also, villagers don't make noises when they're sleeping anymore. So, massive update. Now, the one thing that is massive that they did update was they added bundles to the game. And you guys remember those from like 4 years ago? I think that was like whenever they started all this caves and cliffs stuff, and 118, 119, something like that. They unveiled bundles, and everybody was all like, yeah, bundles are so cool, and like all this. And then they just never came. And the holdup, I believe, was because of the Pocket Edition. They just couldn't figure out how to make the buttons work, which is kind of odd to think about, that we're in 2024 and they can't figure out how to make touchscreen controls work. But yeah, supposedly that was the holdup. But they did unveil bundles, which bundles are... I've seen them, a couple people who play with experimental features in videos I watch, and I'm not going to lie, they seem somewhat useful. They're a little buggy right now from what I've seen, but they do seem useful. So for those of you who don't know what bundles do, basically, say like this is a bundle, okay? So I can take like all these single items and stick them in here to free up inventory space, and I can do that up to a full stack. So I could put, 4 gunpowder, 3 meat, 29 sticks, up until equals 64. So it allows for basically more storage. So think like if you're searching ancient cities, and you know how you get all those like random like, shards and the regular books and, diamonds and emeralds and all these like random things that you only have a couple of, then you can just put them in your bundle and save all those inventory spots. Now, like if it's something that doesn't stack, like a piece of armor, then it's just going to eat up the whole bundle. So it's going to be redundant. But for stuff like that, very useful. And for building too, because a lot of times you'll have detail blocks that you only need like 16 of, and something else, and you can just stick them all in a bundle. And you can also like remove individual items from a bundle, so you don't have to like take everything out just to get to one item. Like it's kind of like a chest that you can open in your inventory. So that's kind of like modded stuff. But I mean, given the fact that Minecraft's inventory keeps growing and growing and growing and growing, something with inventory management has been needed for quite a while, actually. I mean, even just building these structures, guys, this is the amount of times I have to run back and forth just because I can't fit like a full, like hot bar worth of items, and I have to keep switching and doing this and that. So, I mean, I think bundles are a step in the right direction. How much use they'll be, well, that remains to be seen. And also they said they're going to add the ability to dye bundles. So kind of like how you color code your shulker boxes, will be, color coding our bundles, I guess. So that's pretty cool, something different. And of course, something else we'll have to add to Project Alphabet whenever they do come out. But as you guys can see, I am just about finishing up leveling this little area behind Marty McMayor's massive mayoral office. And yeah, it's actually pretty good because it's getting us a ton of stone, which surprisingly is kind of a commodity. And when you're using stone to make sidewalks and smelting it, it goes pretty fast, especially because this town, or this, actually, it's not even a town anymore. This is starting to be like a city, because we're going to start adding skyscrapers. So soon to be M City, I guess. And I actually do have some ideas for other towns and cities to be surrounding this. I'm not going to tell them to you guys, because I think that's going to come after episode 100, because we got to get, this city bigger and better and more finished. But yeah, we are cruising right along right now. I mean, it's just a lot of mining, digging, but resources are always a plus. Now, I also want to tell you guys, since we did go ahead and finish up M-Town Museum, as you can see, I just got to do the design, which we'll do next episode because I kind of just want to take my time on it and work on it. But we did finish the outside of M-Town Museum, which is kind of bittersweet because that's like a 4-month long project. I mean, unintentionally, just because I happened to take a break because, you know, life, busy. You guys heard all about it in the first video back. But it's like, okay, we finished that massive project. The Marty McMayor's massive mayoral office. I mean, it looks big, but you guys saw when we started this episode, we only had like 1.5 sides done of the front, probably like 1.5 of the front. And that only took, and we also got both sides done. And that only took a little over a shulker box of quartz. Now, I mean, that's a lot of quartz, but with a trading hall, it's not terribly hard to achieve, especially because under the trading hall, I did build a melon, pumpkin, and sugarcane farm, so I can trade as much as I can actually, you know, get in quartz, so I never run out of emeralds technically. And once we build, of course, my penthouse, which I think is going to be in the next block next to Marty McMayor's massive mayoral office, I think we're actually going to add like a giant tower farm into that. So yeah, that actually wraps up the terraforming. That was pretty cool. Hopefully this all recorded is my biggest thing. But yeah, I've also been removing a bunch of trees, which has been really nice because we are going to need a bunch of chests for my penthouse because it's essentially going to be my new base inside of M-Town. But yeah, here we go. So far this is all we got completed. Oh yeah, we also have to do the roof on this thing, which is a whole lot more quartz. So okay, maybe I lied. Maybe we do need another shulker box of quartz, but still, not terrible. I've been placing the dirt in, letting the grass spread, as you guys can see. We've been going around doing the bottom as much as I can with the tuff. So yeah, I mean, this build is getting there. Let's just say that, getting there. For the inside, I think I'm just going to do dark oak plank floors. Something simple, maybe do like an outline of stripped dark oak, and then the walls I already have planned, but they're basically going to be pretty colorful and spruce. So we just got to do, you know, all of that, and just got to clean up these chests here. And what I've been doing is just kind of putting all this stuff that I've been mining over here because we're going to use it eventually. I mean, we might not use it this episode, but, you know, like, look at that, all that stuff. There's a whole bunch of extra stuff that, you know, we don't need. I even got string in here. So I'm going to clean up these shulkers, kind of, you know, clean up this area as best I can. I don't think there's really too much left over that I can clean. But I do want to go ahead and start Project Alphabet. And I also do want to move the map wall into here. So in order to do that, I'm going to need to build a thing here. And then I think the warden, I think we're finally figuring out where he's going to go. I'm going to put him here on this wall because the staircases are going to go on the sides. So I do have a little bit of andesite, which is surprisingly a commodity now. And I'm going to build a floor here, and I do believe I want the map wall here, and then we'll do the paintings, all the paintings in the game here. So let's go ahead. Stop doing that. Okay, so if we walk in here straight in, I do believe we're going to want to walk like, yeah, we're going to time it like right in here. So yeah, we'll put the wall right there. So I have, of course, the picture frames. I have the maps. So let's clean up, and let's do that, and then we're going to get started on Project Alphabet. All right, so the odd thing about making this map is that there's no technical center because, I mean, it's a city. So I'm going to start this like a couple up, and then, I mean, obviously we can adjust from there, but with there being no center, this might be weird. So let's just start the first one, say here, and we'll go like that. And then I believe we can start like this. So my current pattern is 4, and then I do believe... So let's go like this, because, all right, so that goes there, that goes there, that goes there, and then we can just move these down. And the reason I'm doing it in this pattern is because, oh gosh, so there we go. Okay, so what I need to do is just scaffold this out a little bit. Okay, so now I can just go ahead and bring these 3 down. And like I said, we're doing it this way because all of our builds are actually, I guess north is the direction, but they're all up on this end. So, yeah, that's why we're going to do it this way. This just looks odd. All right, so boom and boom. Okay, so then these two just go here and here. Now that is currently M-Town, and then that right there is the museum. So we're going to need one there and at least one there. So I'm going to go, I need 3 maps. So I'm going to start the next one probably on the other side of this river. All right, so this should be the first one here. But bam. Okay, so that's map 1. And then map 2 should be on the other side of this. So if I just come over here, in theory, this should be a whole map. Bang. All right, we're moving right along here, guys. Okay. Came in a bit too hot. Too hot. Bang. Okay, so then I want to go in the left quadrant on the other side of the road. All right, I think I got that one. That one was actually kind of challenging because I had nowhere to land. Boom. Okay, perfect. So that looks like we just need 2 up here. And then this is actually just each quadrant of Marty McMayor's massive mayoral office. So let's just slide on over here. Bang. Uh-oh. That's actually wrong. I need to be further in. Let's slide back over here just a hair. We'll stay here. Boom. How's that? Bang, bang. Perfect. All right, we'll go put this one up now. It goes right there. All right, and we got one more, which same thing, but opposite side. Let's go get this one here real quick. Whoop. And we're up here. All right, I'm calling red mushroom. I am saying red mushroom will get us this map. Bang. Boom. There we go. Let's go check this out now. And bang. Look at that. That mansion. No, that's not the mansion. The museum is massive. That is so cool. We even got the porch out front. And the steps. Ah, when we get this like center thing done, this is gonna be so cool. And then we have this thing, Marty McMayor's massive mayoral mansion. It's just weird that Tuff shows up as black. You would think Tuff would show up as gray. And then we of course have Forever Bedrock Square, Media Play, the ice cream shop, bank, school, which needs rebuilt because the school is going to be all of this. The stadium, which just was a massive project. And then we got filthy bricks. We have our tree farm, which isn't really a tree farm. And is our Sunoco gas station not even on here? There's no way. Okay, hold on. Quick map update. I don't think we ever put Sunoco on here. Unless it's because it's white, it just doesn't show up. Huh. No way. We actually haven't updated this map in so long that the Sunoco wasn't on here. Wow. That is insane to think about. That it's actually, we've been playing in this world for so long, we forgot to put a build in the map. That's just nuts. Alright, so now that we have our maps done. Bang. Actually, that's the wrong spot. Don't fall. Okay, bang. There we go. There's Sunoco. So we do have space for something else there. Maybe we'll do that eventually. Man, that's so wild to look at. It's like a lot of building, but at the same time, that's not a lot. And then next episode, we'll be building right here. Huh. Gotta build this too. Crazy. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and do Project Alpha. But I'm actually going to get off of this perch here and go load these up here. Kind of just fill this up. That's full. Just fill these up here. That's a fake map. Fake map right there. Bone block. Sure, you can have that too. So, yeah, we do have a lot of stuff done. There was a short I put out, and we, completed a good amount of Project Alphabet. So let's see what is left. There should be some quote-unquote easy ones, so we're just going to go ahead and sneak those out of here and just keep going. All right, so that's not going to happen. So we do need a lot of coral. There's 4 of them that we need, right? And we also need tube coral. So I'm thinking that we just go get those 5. Because that would be our best bet. Now we could do the respawn anchors. I do have the glowstone. I don't have the crying obsidian. Because I need to go trade for that. So in order to get 5 respawn anchors, I would need 30. And then what we also could do is, hold on, we have some small drip leaf. I don't know if you guys happen to see that, but let's see here. Where's our small drip leaf? Boom. All right, boom. Look at that. We already got 20. That is how we do it. Now, I can't remember which one you have to do the, whatchamacallit on, the bone meal to get. Flowering azalea leaves, we have 23, and we have 46 rooted dirt. So we could do that one also, because I do have a ton of flowering blossoms, and we do have a good amount of bone meal. I'm pretty sure I just need a silk touch shovel. So let's see if we have that real quick. So, silk touch shovel. Silk touch, the grass catcher. Okay, perfect. So we have grass catcher. So we'll do that. Do that. I think my axe should hold up. And I also need shears. I need shears for the leaves. Cool, that's going to be cutting it close. But the good thing is, if they break, I do believe I have iron in one of these chests. And I know I have iron. There we go, look at that. Boom, and we'll just go ahead and make one of those real quick. Okay, cool. So I just got to grab my saplings. We're going to need 18 of those. And we need 41 flowering leaves. All right. Let's go ahead and get started with that. All right, so I guess with just a couple flowering azaleas, all we have to do is just plant, harvest, get some leaves, and then of course we have to go for the bottom dirt underneath. So if these are all one at a time, this is gonna be super simple. Nice. So we can just go like this, and then we just need these leaves, which this actually might not be terrible. So this is actually a really cool leaf block. This is actually something we never messed around with, which is kind of weird because that's actually a really pretty leaf. We should actually use that in some builds. Huh. And then that should be rooted dirt, which is, yep, 18. All right, cool. So then this will go really quick because it appears as if a lot of these appear on one tree, because that's, let's see, one tree. And we already got 16. 17. Okay, cool. So 41 of these will be pretty much a cakewalk. So it's basically just going to be growing the saplings. And then we'll be done. So let's go ahead and finish up this. Well, this was a task that was entirely way too easy because it took about 6 seconds to get all the leaves. And it took even less time to get actually the rooted dirt. It was just a matter of actually mining it. And these things actually drop saplings like this. I didn't know that. So this dog has been following me around, and I literally thought I was playing with a texture pack on because I forgot they changed dogs to be actual dogs now and not wolves. That's the downfall of taking some time off from Minecraft, I guess, is you just forget the most basic things. But let's go ahead and add these to Project Alphabet. Go ahead and get them out of the book. Tell you what, guys, this is like the episode. If you like getting stuff done, jeez. Let's see here. Rooted dirt, so that should be 64. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Where is, what are we looking for? Flowering azalea. I think F. Flowering azalea. Boom. And we got some left over for pretty designs. Yeah, we got to go mining. But anyways, let's cross those two off the list. So we have our flowering azalea leaves. We can just go whoa, get rid of that, which is always fun. Oops, I'm actually eliminating too much. All right, so that's item 1. And then, of course, we have item 2. And can I actually space this up? Can I bring that up? Cool. All right, so what I want to do now is these 4 here. That will give us 6 and 7. 7 items, 1 episode. So the reason I want to do these right now is because I can put all this stuff in a chest. No, it's because there's actually a coral reef. Ooh, I'm going to need food. Ooh, that works. There's actually a coral reef out by where we AFK at our Guardian farm. And I just remembered it was there because of, all the AFKing we did in this episode. So I say we go out there and we just get rid of all this stuff because we can get rid of, bubble coral we only need 4 of, bubble coral fan we need 9 of, and then fire coral itself is like 16. So a lot of these, is actually not that many. So let's just double check here. So there's a dead bubble coral fan. There's a dead bubble coral. And then look at that. There's a dead fire coral, horn coral. And then look, those are all off the list. So I think we would be silly not to do that. So I'm going to grab a bed, head out to our farm. Bob has nothing for sale. And I'll show you guys where this coral reef is. All right, guys, so we are getting close to our guardian farm. So, of course, we have this little ice spikes frozen biome, which I thought this was huge whenever, we were on Xbox. And I also thought, we were super far away from our guardian farm, but this is like a 6-second fly. And literally right next to our guardian farm there, is this coral reef. And also, if you guys want to see something cool, I'm pretty sure I showed you guys this, but I do believe in this direction over here, if it ever loads, or maybe it's this one, yeah, is 1.20 generation with a cherry blossom grove. So we might actually have ancient cities right under here, because look at these mountains. This is absolutely gorgeous over here. So, maybe in the future we got to come do something. Maybe, who knows. But I do know that we now have a potion chest. Oh yeah, here's more of it. Just, it's absolutely amazing. It's a nice little spruce forest. Okay, I'm not going to try and render too much. We're going to try and keep a little bit of secret. But yeah, we're going to come over here. And like I said, we have this nice coral reef, which I do believe, now that I'm all turned around, it's over here by this ship. Is pretty massive, as you can see by the change in the water. So we should be able to get this done. I'm going to go ahead, just set my stuff down here, and I am just going to get to it. And I'm pretty sure at one point there was a buried treasure here, and probably never found it because we had 0 luck with those on Xbox. So let's get our stuff down, and let's get ready to maybe mine. Do we have, here we go, potion of water breathing. So we have water breathing, and we also have night vision, regeneration, so health, night vision. Boom. All right, we are set. I'm going to take off my cape because it's annoying, and let's get to work. Well, I must say that was a pretty massive coral reef, and we actually did it. I'm pretty sure we got all 5 that we needed, plus I got a few extra Nautilus shells for, the Project Alphabet stuff we need. So time to head on back to M-Town now. I just got to remember where the island is that we put our... Oh, it's all the way over here. Yeah, this is how far I swam. So thankfully we are done with coral reef stuff. But knowing my luck, they'll probably end up releasing like the coral reef patch. That'll be the next update. So let's just go ahead and put our stuff back. Head on back to the M-Town. And actually, I think I'm just going to fly. I'm not going to go through the nether. I just don't feel like it. So let's just fly on back here. Hopefully I can remember where I need to go. And it's not that way. It's that way. All right, guys. See you at M-Town. Well, I guess the only thing left to do is go ahead and toss these things in here. So that gives us 64 tube coral. So we can go ahead and cross off the tube coral. Shorten this side up a bit. And then, of course, we just have the dead. So for the dead stuff, I don't know if you guys knew how to do this, but what's first? Bubble coral. Okay, so bubble coral is this one. So if you just want to make this stuff dead, just go ahead and put it on the ground, and it'll eventually just die from lack of water. There we go. For some reason, it's a different amount of time. So I do believe the dead stuff started right here. So dead bubble coral, bang, that one's done. And then we can go ahead and do the fan, which we need 9 of, which, hey, look at that. I conveniently have 9 of. Yeah, and look how fast that stuff died. So the only thing you got to be careful of is, of course, bone blocks are rather soft, so they can break. So bang. So that finishes this whole box. So let's go ahead and get rid of those 2. So we can just go ahead and zippity-zoopity on through this. And yes, I think I did just invent a new word. Now, for fire coral, of course, we needed 48 of these. So this one, I just like to make a big, long line. And then we just run down and slap it with our pickaxe. All right, and there is 48 of those. So let's go ahead and, of course, toss those bang right there. And then we have dead horn coral. For some reason, I have 49. So as it turns out, I only needed 15. All right, I evidently that's what happens when you don't update Project Alphabet Book. But hey, at least we have a book now, so I guess I can't complain too much. But let's go ahead and get all 15 of these bad boys in there. All right, that was quick, simple, and easy. So with that, that takes care of all of the dead coral. So now we can just go ahead and do some of this. And next episode, maybe we'll do some music discs. I should update the Nautilus shells. Look at that, guys. See, I was slipping. Look, Nautilus shells, so we have to find the letter N. And this is the only thing I don't like about Project Alphabet, LMN. So we're doing the alphabet here. Okay, so boom. There we go, 42. So if we get 4 albums, we could, in theory, finish off basically another page. So we'll go 42. So I only need 22 more of those, which is pretty cool, pretty cool. Yeah, and I've been working on some of this stuff. So we might be able to do another 5 next episode, guys, because remember, we can start 1.19. But that will conclude today's episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed the progress we made. It was a lot of building, and of course, losing those clips did not help, but we still got it done. We got a lot of building done, and we got a lot of Project Alphabet done. 7 spots is a lot, and we haven't completed 7 probably in a couple years. It's been a while. So that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys remember to leave a comment. I like to hear from you guys, and as always, make sure you smash that like button. Helps the video out. All right, guys, I will see you in the next one. I forget how to emote, but nope, wrong button. All right, bye for now.